So read this illustration. Mr. A owns two houses. The expected rent already given in the question, 65,000. Okay. And house was let out for 7,500 per month. This is the actual rent. But here one statement is given, but the rent for the month of February and March could not be realized. Okay. So Mr. A could not realize February and March rent from property 1. And property 2 details is given as follows. Property second expected rent is 1,50,000. Actual rent is 12,000 per month. But last 3 months could not be realized. So in case of property 1, 2 months rent is pending. And in property 2, 3 months rent is pending. So this is a case of an unrealized rent. It means you have let out the property. But you are not able to collect the rent from the tenant. So in that case, how we will calculate the gross annual value, that we will understand today. So let us solve for one by one property. Okay, so unrealized rent, how we will calculate the gross annual value in case of an unrealized rent? First, we will discuss that for property 1. So expected rent for property 1 is given in the question. What is the expected rent for property 1? 65,000. Okay. So expected rent for property 1 is 65,000 rupees, 65,000. Already given in the question. So expected rent we need not calculate, but it is already given in the question. Actual rent receivable from property 1. See, 7,500 per month is the rent for a property 1. So 7,500 into 12 months. So this much is the rent receivable. Correct. Now per month you will get 7,500 into 12 months will give you the rent for the 12 months. How much it will be? 7,500 into 12. 7,500 into 12, 90,000. So rupees 90,000 is the actual rent receivable. Means you should have received, Mr. A should have received 90,000 rent from property 1, house 1. But 2 months rent he could not realize, February and March. So how much rent will be pending to be received? That also we can calculate. Per month is 7,500. 2 months rent he cannot collect. So how much is pending? 7,500 into 2. 7,500 into 2. 15,000 rent he could not collect. Okay. So actual rent received by Mr. A is how much? Actual rent 90,000 he should have received. 15,000 he could not receive. So actual rent received is how much? 90,000 minus 15,000. It is 75,000. Okay, this is received. Okay. Now GAV, we know how to calculate GAV. Reasonable let out value or actual rent received, whichever is higher. 65,000 and 75,000, which is the higher one, 75,000. So this is our GAV for house 1. Now we will do for house 2. House 2 expected rent is 1,50,000. House number 2 expected rent is 1,50,000. House rent expected rent 1,50,000. Actual rent received from house one is how much? 12,000 per month. 12,000 per month. So how much it will be? Rupees 1,44,000. Correct? 12,000 into 12. 1,44,000 receivable. But 2 months rent could not be collected. Sorry, 3 months rent could not be collected. So how much will be the pending rent? 12,000, 12,000, 12,000 into 3 months. How much it will be? 36,000. 36,000 rent could not be collected from house 2. So actual rent will be how much? 1,44,000 minus 36,000. 1,08,000. Now we can calculate the GAV, actual rent received or expected value, whichever is higher. 1,50,000, 1,08,000. Higher is 1,50,000. So this will be the GAV for house number 2. Okay, so if unrealized rent is there, what we will do? Instead of comparing it with the rent receivable, we will compare it with the rent received. Okay, because unrealized rent you are not receiving, no? So we will compare the rent received, not the rent receivable, with the reasonable let out value and write the higher value as the GAV. Clear everybody this much? How to calculate the GAV in case of unrealized rent. So find out the gross annual value from the details given in respect of premises. Actual rent 10,000 per month. Rent of similar premises in the area rupees 15,000 per month. Municipal rateable value rupees 8,000 per month. Standard rent 12,000 per month. All the details are given. What we have to calculate? We have to calculate the gross annual value. Okay. So how we can calculate the gross annual value? Actual rent is given 10,000 per month. Rent of a similar premises means fair rent. Already we have understood, no? What is the rent in your area? That will be the fair rent. Okay. Municipal rateable value will be the municipal rent. And here in this question, standard rent is also given 12,000 per month. Okay, standard rent is given. So what is the rent of the similar property? That will be the fair rent. Municipal rent is the rent decided by the municipal authorities for their valuation purpose. And standard rent is the rent which is fixed by the Rent Control Act. And you are given the actual rent also. All the details are given in this question. We have to calculate the gross annual value. So how we can calculate it? See, every amount is given in per month basis. We will have to convert this into annual basis by multiplying it by 12 months. Okay, because we have to calculate the annual value. So if per month the detail is given, we can convert it into annual basis by multiplying it by 12 months. No? So we'll start solving this illustration. See how to solve this. Simple illustration. How we have to calculate the gross annual value of property. For calculating gross annual property, what things we require? We will require the RLV, actual rent. So first we will calculate the RLV. How we will calculate the RLV? See, municipal value. Municipal value is how much? 8,000 per month. So 8,000 into 12. Municipal value 8,000 into 12 will be 96,000. Okay. Fair value is how much? 15,000 per month. So 15,000 into 12, 1,80,000. Okay. Standard rent is 12,000 per month. So 12,000 into 12 will be 1,44,000. So this detail we will first write down. Okay. So municipal value we have calculated, fair rent we have calculated, standard rent we have calculated on an annual basis. Now this is a standard rent is there. So what we will do, how we will calculate the RLV? First we will compare the municipal value and fair rent. So higher of this two is 1,80,000. Okay. Now we'll compare this value with the standard rent. Whichever is lower will become our RLV, expected rent. Okay. Okay, compare the municipal value and fair value, whichever is higher, 1,80,000. Compare that value with the standard rent, whichever is lower will become the RLV. RLV we will compare with the actual rent. Actual rent is how much? 10,000. So 10,000 into 12 will be 1,20,000. Clear? 1,40,000 and 1,20,000. Which is the higher value? 1,44,000 is the GAV. So this is how we have to calculate. Okay, since in this case standard rent is given, one step is additional. If standard rent was not given, then this 1,80,000 would have become our RLV. Understood? Because since your standard rent is given, we will have to compare the higher value with the standard rent and write the lower value. If standard rent was not given, then this value would have become our RLV. So only that difference is there. Okay, everybody understood this sum? How to solve? Okay, so today we are stopping in this illustration. We will continue with the more illustration in the next class. Okay, thank you everybody.